I'm Kinyopo. I'm working with the Karen Women's Organization and are coming from the Thai-Burma border, based in Thailand, but the organization that I'm working with is a community-based group. We're working to serve the people, especially women and children, both in the refugee camps and as well as in Karen State and in IDP areas. My whole life I was displaced. Even when I was born, my parents fled Burma in the late 70s because of the regime, policy of the four cuts. So my parents couldn't stay in the village anymore. They flee to Thai side. I was born there. I grew up along the border and became refugee since 1991. So I didn't see anything outside, of the refugee camp. But when I started joining the organizations, I feel like it has opened up my eyes. I have opportunity to have access to training, meeting the people, different ethnic people from Burma. And so I feel like actually there are a lot of people like me back to the refugee camps in IDP area that didn't have the opportunity, to see what happened and didn't know they're living in a very isolated area. And I feel I have responsibility to help them back because I feel I was luckier than them and have more opportunities. So I have to use this opportunity to support their cause and to help them so that they will feel not forgotten and also they will receive assistance. And together we can work towards changes in Burma that we wanted to see, and especially to be in our homeland in the Karen States. Our big organization, we have members in the camps and in Karen States. So what we do is that our members that lived in the conflict area and the women leaders in the village at the township level, the district level, they are the ones who live in the front lines, and they collect the information about what happened to the other women and provide support and care. So that's why that's where we have access to information about what happened to the women at the front line, because those women are very brave dealing with day to day, and many times we work both in the we call this in the resistance control area, but also in a mixed control. I mean, it's controlled by the resistance group as well as the Burmese government. So those who are under the mixed administration control, they also have to face the Burmese soldiers, and many times, especially those who are in the remote area, in the displaced area, when the military came, we target them because of they are under the resistance control, and they are accused of supporting the resistance group. So people will be forced to do the porter work, including the women, and in many cases women are raped. And it has been happening for over 50 years, but people dare not to speak it out and to say it out loud. They keep quiet. But in the last 10 years, women came to speaking out and telling us about this, and so our organization, providing training to the women who are in the front line on how to get information out to let people outside know, and also people inside Burma know, because Burma is so controlled. Information is very controlled by the military regime, so even people inside Burma didn't know what happened in ethnic areas. So it is our hope that to get this information out, to let the international community, to let the people in Burma, and to get support so that the women who are the survivors of the rape or different kinds of human rights violations can get support, and they will know that there are people within the community, but also in the international community that supports them, and like the organization like us, we continue to be their voice. Women are the group that are continue to voice for the people, and are the one that are taking initiative to support the people and also to fight for justice and make international aware of what happened in Burma.